am here to remind you that you can absolutely, positively start over and walk away from anything that's not serving you and rebuild your life. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. You're going to have to walk away from things that you might have only known. You're going to have to get rid of thought patterns that no longer serve you. You are going to have to commit to becoming the person that you know God has called you to be. And you are going to have to relentlessly pursue God's will for your life. It takes faith, it takes surrender, it takes discipline, it takes trust. And sometimes it takes you losing everything you thought you needed so that God can replace it with what you truly need, which is your foundation to be set in Him. The woman that I am today is literally the epitome of me breaking down and reconstructing the woman that I used to be 8 months ago. I had to reevaluate the people in my life and how they were impacting my growth and development. I had to reevaluate the habits that I was allowing myself to perpetuate every single day that were no longer serving me. I had to experience so much rejection until I became numb to the effects of rejection and learned that rejection is actually protection and redirection to what God has called me to. I had to stop settling for what was comfortable because I knew that the life that I wanted to live, the person that I wanted to become, was on the other side of my comfortability. And the more I practiced being uncomfortable and doing the uncomfortable thing, the more I realized that everything gets easier with time. You don't have to stay stuck. Everything that's meant to be with you, to go with you, to journey with you, will follow you as you follow God. But you cannot hold yourself back for what you know God has called you towards because people around you, the systems around you, are not ready for it. A lot of times we're not as stuck as we believe we are. And it isn't until we believe that we can become unstuck that we actually start to allow ourselves to make decisions that help us get there. I'm not saying every day is going to be easy. I'm not saying every day is going to feel like you can do it. There are going to be days where you want to give up. There are going to be days where you don't see the end in sight. And there's going to be days where you genuinely do not know how you are going to make it. But that is where your faith in God is your strongest anchor in this journey. People online will always tell you that you can rebrand and rebuild your life. And I 100% agree with them. But rebranding and rebuilding without God, to me, is not sustainable. Because the amount of breaking down of self that has to occur for you to rebuild, you need faith in God and you need a strength and a peace that surpasses all understanding. So in a less sugar-coated and fluffy and romanticized way, it's not impossible, but it's not easy. And you need to be ready for both the easy and the hard parts, the exciting and the not so exciting, the invigorating and the draining parts about rebuilding yourself, and know that with God, you can literally get through all of those stages and become the person that He's called you to be if you just don't give up.